being with horses makes you feel that freedom, makes you feel like, you know, that nothing else matters. Like you're just yourself and you feel happy with yourself, you trust, like you get better with your trust and your confidence, and it builds like everything up, and it just makes you feel so much better about yourself, and it clears your mind, which is another good thing for young kids that have gone through a lot of stuff in their life, and I'm sure that it'll be the best option to do, to choose for a young kid to come to a place like this, because it's just amazing.
It took one session, and by the end of that she was speaking confidently, she was standing more confidently, she was approaching the horses with more confidence, and from then each time it just grew. And that wasn't just when we were up here. I noticed in life she was being more confident and putting herself forward more. It was amazing.
I've learned how to be confident towards things that I used to be scared of, like being able to face fears, which is a big responsibility. I mean, with horses, because they're a large sort of animal, and when I have them coming towards me, I used to be more jumpy, like I would run or I would just stand back and not do nothing. But it's a slow process, but my confidence has been going step by step, like up and up and up, and like it's been amazing just seeing how much I've learnt from it and how much better it makes me as a person, I suppose.
The vision is for a permanent centre for children, focusing on the age group of 7 to 13, from the point when they're in primary school and maybe some of their unhealed trauma starts to manifest in a whole range of complicated ways, through to their transition into high school, to work alongside with and complementary to the mainstream school system. So it's not a special school, it's not an alternative school, it's actually a school, an educational environment that is linked closely with their mainstream education. But it's also, I feel, a place where we work at a systemic level, so that the teachers, the parents, the teachers' aides and other peers in their classrooms all benefit from what we're learning about how to work with trauma-affected children.
I think one of the other strengths of the program has been that part of the way that Imogen processed her trauma involved risk-taking behaviour, and the horseplay program provided safe ways to do risky things. If you're a city kid and you don't have livestock in your life, then coming and learning how to talk to a horse and how to listen to a horse.
Not even just being able to take away the skill that you get from being able to approach a horse, that I found is really helpful to be able to approach people. Like just your body language and how you have to be calm yourself, that can help a lot with, dealing with other people, whether it's, in an everyday way or whether it's approaching someone who's been somewhat difficult or distracting. Yeah, it's a good skill to have. It's really, really helpful.
Up here they can just be very, very present. I think that's the biggest part. They can learn how to be part of themselves in a place they don't have to be nervous or worried or judged, and they can understand what they can give to life and what they can give back, which I don't think they can get anywhere else.
It almost gives you a hope, or if not, sometimes when I come here it's just so good just to get away from, busy life, and you're just kind of out here, so good to just get away for a bit. Just out and open, you just got a clear mind and you can think straight what you want and who you are. You just think deep. It's good. Yeah.
I think within weeks we could see a change. Just the relationship with Scylla and Mike, the horses. It was the first thing that, he really wanted to do, he really loved to do. Everything, all the other therapy that he's had or counselling, it was a real, you couldn't get him out of bed. There were days that we were here at 10 o'clock and he was up and out of bed, and I saw him smile. I saw him be happy. I saw him feel like he connected, he felt like he belonged.
You can kind of focus more on what you want instead of what everyone else wants from you. Like, you can just, your real self. Like, I think with school it's so intimidating and so much about fitting in, and just lots of pressure. It's just pressure. And then, when as soon as bullying gets in, it's so common, and some people don't even realise they're doing it. Like, I think here it teaches you what bullying really is and what, what's okay and what's not okay. Yeah, so, yeah.
There's a really enormous gap in services that are provided to support families who've got kids who are acting out because of whatever reason. We don't want to wait till kids are in the juvenile justice system before we start providing them with support that meets their actual needs. We definitely don't want them to have progressed through the juvenile justice system to the point of detention, because the trauma spreads through the community and the costs of caring for somebody in that sort of situation are incredibly prohibitive.
I've got these kids that are, stealing, getting into trouble, because they're disengaged. Because they're disengaged, that's where the trouble starts. So if they can get them into a school that fits their mould, not the education department's mould, then it'll be so much, they will be better off, as well as the families.
So we would love to make this place into a place that actually has a kind of business enterprise aspect as well, so it actually can self-sustain and help to spread the information and knowledge about how working with trauma, in fact, if we really work with it well, it will benefit the whole community and, in my view, potentially the whole world.
Now I've come to, conclusion and snapped into reality that if I want to get somewhere in life, I've got to push myself, and no matter how big it is, or even if it's huge, I just got to push myself and try my best and put at least a little bit of effort in and just give it a go. And if I can't do it, then I can't do it, but it's worth having a go at everything.